Welcome to the Deep Dive.
hmm
Today, we're looking closely at a really captivating interview, one that kind of gives us a peek behind the curtain at, well, a true master of performance actor, Jo Jung-suk.
Yeah, we're drawing insights directly from that Dispatch interview, the one called "The Instinct of Comedy." Jo Jung-suk in Zombie Daughter.
Yeah.
It digs into his, unique approach to acting.
Exactly. And our mission here really is to unpack what makes his style so compelling.
Right, especially that comedic timing. This seems so effortless.
Effortless is the word. And also how he channels, like, real-life emotion into his roles. We'll look closely at Zombie Daughter, his latest hit.
And try to understand the philosophy, sort of the core ideas that shape these really memorable performances he gives.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. The Dispatch interview asked him, point blank, the golden question,
Yeah.
what exactly is Jo Jung-suk's style comedy?
And his answer is, well, it's pretty surprising, actually.
It really is.
He basically says it doesn't exist, flat out. He says, I don't try to be funny, I just do my best in the scene, and the humor happens naturally.
So it's suggesting that the comedy isn't like a technique he applies.
Exactly. It's more organic, it grows out of the situation, his commitment to the character. It just kind of emerges.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. He even hints it might be more instinct than anything learned.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about comedy being all about timing, right? And then says he just follows his gut.
So less about setting up a punchline and more about just being in the moment.
That's how it sounds. Like if you're fully there, the funny will find its way out naturally.
That raises a really interesting question, maybe for you listening too.
Go on.
Well, if genuine humor, or maybe even genuine success in anything, comes from just doing your best and trusting your instincts,
Yeah.
what does that imply about, trying to force things, trying to manufacture a certain outcome in whatever you're doing?
That's a great point. Like maybe letting go is key.
Perhaps. It challenges that idea that we always need to be consciously crafting everything.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit to his current film, Zombie Daughter.
Right.
He plays a dad trying
Yeah.
to protect his daughter who, well, she's a zombie. The film's described as equal parts ridiculous and genuinely heart-wrenching.
And what's really fascinating here, connecting back to what we were just saying, is the real-life resonance.
He's a dad in real life, too.
Exactly. And Jo Jung-suk actually revealed the script came to him at the perfect time, right when he was, really embracing fatherhood himself.
That timing feels significant, doesn't it?
It seems like it allowed him to tap into something deeper, more authentic.
He even admitted he didn't expect to get quite so emotionally invested.
Really?
Yeah, he said he found some scenes genuinely hard to control.
Yeah.
The feelings just hit him that deeply.
Wow. So his own experience was directly feeding the performance.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
And this dedication, this immersion, it went right to the very end of filming. Well, you mentioned the ending specifically. Apparently, it had multiple takes.
Oh.
Yeah, ranging from like subtle emotional responses to him being totally choked up.
So he was really living that role, letting the genuine emotion dictate the performance in the moment.
It seems so. It wasn't just about hitting a predetermined emotional mark.
Which, again, kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it?
About what?
About how our own personal experiences can inform what we do, how they
Yeah.
can add these layers of authenticity that you just can't fake.
Right, whether it's acting or, anything else we do. Maybe trying less hard to perform and more just bringing our real selves.
It's interesting thought.
Something else I loved from this interview, maybe my favorite part actually, was his acting philosophy. He put it really simply, don't overdo it.
Ah, yes.
And don't cry before the audience does.
That's powerful. It highlights this mindfulness he has about giving the audience space.
Space, how do you mean?
Like, he doesn't want to force the emotion onto you. He wants you to feel it yourself. He doesn't want to, as he put it, steal the spotlight from the scene.
So it's less about him showing us how sad he is and more about letting the situation itself land.
Exactly. It's subtle. It's like an invitation for the audience to connect, rather than him pushing the feeling onto us.
He lets us come to him, emotionally speaking.
Yeah. And if you think about that in a bigger sense, it really underlines the power of restraint.
In communication generally.
In any communication, any art form, really, sometimes the biggest impact comes from what's not explicitly said or shown, what's implied, what's held back.
Leaving room for the audience, or whoever you're communicating with, to participate in finding the meaning.
Precisely. It makes the connection deeper, more personal.
Okay, so we've talked about his methods, his philosophy, instinct, authenticity, restraint. But let's zoom out. Why do people just love Cho Jung-suk so much. What's the core appeal, do you think?
Well, there's definitely that undeniable next door hung vibe,
Yeah.
right? That approachable older brother feeling.
Yeah, he seems very relatable, charming, humble even.
Totally. And he said something that really speaks to that, I think. He said, "It's not about pleasing fans. It's just about doing my best with what I'm given."
That's interesting. Not about pleasing fans.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, in that industry, there's got to be pressure, right? To perform for the audience, to give them what they want. How does he square that? It sounds almost counterintuitive.
It does seem that way on the surface, but maybe his success kind of proves the point.
How so?
Like maybe by focusing purely on the work itself, on doing his absolute best with the character in the scene with authenticity, that is what ultimately pleases the audience the most.
So no gimmicks, just
Yeah.
hard work and heart.
Seems like it. And it clearly connects. I mean, look at Zombie Daughter, over 430,000 viewers on opening day alone.
Wow, okay.
That kind of reinforces the idea, doesn't it? That genuine effort and authenticity, rather than explicitly trying to please, can actually lead to the biggest impact, the most success.
Yeah. So wrapping things up,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's that natural humor that just sort of happens when he's doing his best,
Mm-hmm.
or that really profound emotional depth he taps into, drawing from his own life as a father,
Yeah.
Jo Kim-suk really seems to embody this unique approach. It's about instinct. It's about genuine connection, not contrived performance.
It really does make you think, though, if comedy is instinct, like he suggests, and deep emotion comes from lived experience,
Yeah.
what other parts of the human experience are best expressed when the artist, or any of us really, isn't trying so hard to express them?
But just living them.
Exactly. Maybe the most impactful things we do, the things that connect the most, come from that place of just being authentic rather than deliberate effort.
Something to definitely think about as you go about your day.
Yep.